Joey here is the Critical Missourian, where I talk about everyday life, about Missouri and beyond. Okay, um, I do want to talk about something that is beginning to really affect America right now. Is the problem with ad fatigue. I mean, every time you turn around, there's always an advertisement. You can't get away without some kind of advertisement. You can't go on a website without an advertisement. You can't go on check your email without getting a buttload of spam. Nothing but advertisements. Sometimes you get text messages that you didn't even ask for. Nothing but advertisement. I mean, there's even talk. There, you can with the new. They're talking like now with the new, latest Windows product. There's advertisements across the board there. I mean, you go on YouTube ads. You go on. You go anywhere. There, it's ads, or something about sponsorships. And I'm sorry to say to those who run off of this that income, you can only advertise at somebody for so long before they get so tired of it, they'll jump ship to somewhere else that doesn't have that. I mean, seriously, that's the biggest problem that everyone's happening. That's it's like with this thing with Windows. I'm hearing that's among many other reasons, being advertised at for Microsoft products all the time was one of the driving reasons why people are leaving Windows for Linux or Mac OS or something like that, because people are just burned out. It is a thing that is actually happening. I mean, that's one thing that people don't want. People don't really want to spend all day staring at ads. I myself am one of those people that will go to great lengths to avoid advertisements, because seriously, I don't buy any products that's being advertised at me. I hope all the mega tech companies and data brokers or whoever gets my information off of here gets the mental note. I am a black hole when it comes to being advertised at. You send me an advertisement, it's going to get ignored, and I will not buy the product. I do not buy any products that are being advertised at me, here, now, ever. It's only when someone gives me a word of mouth that something that is really effective, I may try it. And I try something out of my own accord and on my own time, not because some ad makes these claims. And I think on one of my earlier videos, one of the things that I very much have very big disdain for, and I will to the end of time, is advertisements for products that could have potentiality to cause harm. There's like no accountability when it comes to when you're advertising like health, like medicines or something for let's say private affairs between adults. I mean, crap like that is a constant thing you see all the time, or even lawyer advertisements. If I want a lawyer, I'll look you up on the internet and get and do my homework that way. I'm not going to go look on a billboard and then take that as my go-to. That just don't work. That just don't work for me. I mean, you could sit here and try to get me, try to con me into. It's like another thing. This thing where Microsoft, Google, and yeah, those two are the worst at this. Is they'll try to get you in any which way. I think Apple too, to use their cloud services. I'm sorry to burst the bubble of the major tech companies. What is the freaking point of buying a subscription for cloud storage when I can just pay like a few dollars at Walmart and get a thumb drive? If I really got a real need for storage, I just go get a external hard drive. People, do not trust. Do not. I do not. I do not trust anything handed on these cloud servers, because I do not trust the fact that they could be peeking in and seeing what I have on there and using that information for a profit. No. But this is beyond the point. The point is, advertising such services to me is pointless and a waste of your time. Of your time, if you're a tech giant. I am not a product. I am a person. I am the same way with everybody else in this country. We are tired of being treated like we are cattle. We are not. We are not cattle. And we refuse to be treated as such. So, you want to provide this, you want to sell information to data brokers, eventually it's going to catch up with you where no one's going to trust you. That thing I just mentioned about Windows, I'm seeing that across YouTube now, where they're showing a lot of people fleeing to get out of being of Microsoft getting a hold of information, selling it, or being advertised at for their product, or or these darn subscription fees that they want you to pay. And that's causing a lot of people to flee the Windows environment. I'm just saying that's more of an anecdote to the subject at hand, but it's just a point that people are just burned out from this. No one watches. Very few people watch TV anymore, so advertising on there is pointless. That may be the part of the reasons why they're coming up with these new ways of getting your attention, because now used to some time ago, advertiser would buy time off of TV and advertise at you that way, or magazine clippings, because they know then you didn't have much options, because before the internet, your only option is to read or watch TV, or another old-fashioned way is look at a billboard. I mean, I'm pretty sure sale bills have been around for a while too. Well, I love those kisses, baby girl. My dog. Yeah. What I'm trying to discuss here is the fact that the more, I could see okay, I'm trying to get my train of thought back on track. With now we're fast forward from that time period to now. Billboards are still around, but no one really pays much mind to them. I'm sure it's the same then, but it's more less so now than then. TV has become irrelevant, especially cable. No one turns on TV, plays the station off the antenna, or turn on the TV to some cable station. Those numbers are dwindling, and I'm afraid it's with the number of people not reading much that advertisers are left with very few options anymore. They have to adapt to the 21st century and move on, and find other ways to advertise. So now they pay for like these big big tech companies, Facebook, Google, whatever have you, to advertise at you. I could see that this is why we're having the big thing where we see more advertisements on all these websites, because the traditional way of doing advertisement isn't there anymore. Like I said, that avenue is dying. The number of subscribers to TV is dwindling. The number of readers is also plummeting. Not very many people. There are people that still go to our library, but I'm for sure the number is not quite as high as it used to be, like before the internet age. So there's limited options for advertisers there, except to adapt to this. So big media, the big social media and big social correction. These big tech companies are welcoming for that ad revenue that come from what used to be found on the old style, like I mentioned earlier. So yes, I can understand that. You're going to end up. We are not. I can understand that we will never get out of advertisement unless we pay. We get into like premium paid services, because that's one of the excuses or the cards that will be played by big media. Is like, we need those advertising dollars to pay for these for our cost. Fair, but like you're trying try to watch a TV show, and every 5 minutes you're being bombarded with an ad. That's more like the core of the problem. And that's kind of an anecdote. Don't jump ahead of me here. But the point I'm trying to say is, too many ads in a short amount of time at a barrage can cause people to wear down. It's like, especially when you got too many ads and it's such a there was a I think someone was commenting that one website used to have not so many ads. It did have ads, but not as many. Just maybe one or two. Fast forward to today, is like that same website is covered in them. I can't remember what the person told me the website what the name was, but the point of the matter is, it went from a very pleasant place to be at to now a place that everyone would like to avoid, because you're spending so much time going through advertisements that you're missing the main meat or core of the services that are being provided, or the news article, or what have you. And I think this is a note that big media needs to get the point. Over advertising at the sake of making money is only going to serve one purpose, is to push the core people that you're trying to, the core demographics that you're trying to target. You're going to push them away. That's a warning that needs to be taken very harshly. I would lighten up on these ads, cut back on the number of times. I can understand you need the ad revenue to provide a free service. But it's a little too much. Now, I want to also talk about another thing. sponsorships. Not very many people really care. I mean, I'm also wary going on YouTube, watching a video, and then seeing, oh, I'm sponsoring this so-so company. I have read and watched enough clips to know that sometimes some of these, like I said, some of these big names in YouTube or some of the athletes or whoever will sponsor a company almost mindlessly without researching the product, and will do so mindlessly. I mean, someone comes up with flashing big dollars in front of their eyes, all you see is their eyes turn green, dollar sign there. They don't even stop and like I said, they don't stop and research that the product that this company has been okay, Cassie. Okay. All right. No. So, as I was saying, they do not research whether the product that this company makes is harmful or not. They just care about how much money they can make. So that's one thing I'm always wary about sponsorships, because it could be misleading, misdirecting, and everything else. And I would, in order for someone to, for me to actually really do any kind of sponsorship, I would put the ad, I would make sure that the ad goes at the end of a video, not the beginning. That's the biggest thing. No one wants to spend 5 minutes hearing you ramble about this so-called product when we can't even guarantee whether it's legitimate or it's productive, safe, or isn't going to cost us a loss of our finances. That's the for me. If I was going to do a if I was in the shoes of whoever this one that doing the sponsoring for this company, I would have to believe in the product. I would have to be familiar with it, and I would have to believe that it's worth it. I would not. I would be a little more careful if you're a YouTuber or anyone out there. I would be very weary of doing any kind of sponsorships, just because you want to gain a few dollars. That's why I would. For, like, say, YouTubers, my opinion would be, it's best to go with the model of having a like this kind of like subscription based service, in a sense, where new fresh content gets released to those who pay in and or pay for sponsoring you. They get to see the content before it gets released to the general public. Like, so let's say you make I make a new video, I'll send it to the people who had sponsored me. I'll let them view it for like a couple of weeks before I release it to the general public, and then move on to the next new video. That would be the best way to deal with that problem. Or create my own website where if I want to put sponsorships, ads, put it there. No one wants to spend 5-10 minutes hearing you ramble on about an unknown product. That's just very weary. You could put it out there, but people that were searching on there. But if, like I said, if it were me, put the video, put the advertisement at the end of the video, because I don't want to spend all day. I don't want to spend all day listening to advertising. I mean, you do. The point of what I'm trying to make is that YouTube itself cuts a video on their platform already into segments where they put their own advertisements in. Now you put a sponsorship advertisement in, and you are just adding more to the advertisement fatigue problem. I mean, if I'm trying to do a research paper, I really need some information. I don't have time to sit here and listen to ad after sponsorship after sponsorship. Especially if I'm on a deadline. I need that information from wherever source online. I don't have time to be advertised at or be sponsored. See a sponsorship. I mean, I have a more, I don't know. I'm just more pragmatic and more down to earth to everybody else's level. We're all just burned out from having to deal with it. You go, I mean, ask anyone on the line, anywhere, and everyone's going to tell you the same thing I'm saying. We're tired. We're tired of seeing ad after ad after ad after ad after ad, and a whole web page bloated with nothing but ads, and just getting what we want off of there, a very tedious and painful task that should be a simple, quick thing. And I would like to see more that the media companies big big media celebrities and everybody else, I mean, anyone out there who has any connection with media, to get the message that the country is exhausted and we are about done with all the barrage of advertisements that we keep getting slammed at us all the freaking time, and you either need to slow down or you're going to lose a lot of us. keep that mental note, though. Anyhow, I know this video has run long enough, but and I may be a little rambling and a little ranting, but I'm just want to make a point that it is a thing going on with this country where advertising fatigue, sponsorship fatigue is really becoming a real thing, and it is starting to wear at the public psyche, and it needs to and I can already foresee what the outcome is going to be. So anyhow, that's my take on the issue. I mean, you can defend or dispute the commentary I have, but I leave, like all my videos, it's up to you to make your own decisions which way things follow. I'm just providing my take on the issue, and we could all go from there. Anyhow, this is the Critical Missourian. I am signing out.